Hello. Teeny tiny means very small. Itukli. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny woman who lived in a teeny tiny house. In a teeny tiny village. Now, this teeny tiny woman tied her teeny tiny scarf and went out of her teeny tiny house to take a teeny tiny walk. And when this teeny tiny woman had gone a teeny tiny way, she came to a teeny tiny gate. So the teeny tiny woman opened the teeny tiny gate and went into a teeny tiny churchyard. चर्चयार्ड म्हणजे ख्रिश्चन धर्मामध्ये मृत व्यक्तींना चर्चच्या मागील मोकळ्या जागेत दफन केलं जातं, म्हणजे गाडलं जातं. त्याला चर्चयार्ड असं म्हणतात. And when the teeny tiny woman had got into the teeny tiny churchyard, she saw a teeny tiny bone on a teeny tiny grave. ग्रेव म्हणजे थडगं, मृत व्यक्तीला गाडलेली जागा, त्यावर दगड बसवलेला असतो. त्यावर या बाईला एक हाड सापडलं. And the teeny tiny woman said to her teeny tiny self, "This teeny tiny bone will make me some teeny tiny soup for my teeny tiny supper." ती बाई म्हणाली, रात्रीच्या जेवणासाठी हे हाड मला सूप म्हणून करता येईल. बापरे. So the teeny tiny woman put the teeny tiny bone into her teeny tiny pocket and went home to her teeny tiny house. Now when the teeny tiny woman got home to her teeny tiny house, she was bit teeny tiny tired. So she went up her teeny tiny stairs to her teeny tiny bed and put the teeny tiny bone into a teeny tiny cupboard. And when this teeny tiny woman had been to sleep a teeny tiny time, she was awakened by a teeny tiny voice from the teeny tiny cupboard which said, तिला जाग आली आणि तिला आवाज आला कपाटातून, "Give me my bone." And this teeny tiny woman was a bit teeny tiny frightened, घाबरली. So she hid her teeny tiny head under the teeny tiny clothes and went to sleep again. तिनं अंथरुणात आपलं तोंड लपवलं आणि ती झोपी गेली. And when she had been to sleep again for a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny voice again cried out from the teeny tiny cupboard, a teeny tiny louder, "Give me my bone." This made the teeny tiny woman a teeny tiny more frightened. So she hid her teeny tiny head a teeny tiny further under the teeny tiny clothes. And when the teeny tiny woman had been to sleep again, a teeny tiny time, the teeny tiny time voice from the teeny tiny cupboard said again, a teeny tiny louder, "Give me my bone." बापरे, माझं हाड मला परत दे. And this teeny tiny woman was a teeny tiny bit more frightened, but she put her teeny tiny head out of the teeny tiny clothes. मांजर किती घाबरले बघा. And said in her loudest teeny tiny voice, "Take it. Take it." घाबरलात का? या स्टोरीवरचे प्रश्न सुद्धा अगदी टिनी टायनी असतील, त्याची उत्तरं सुद्धा अगदी टिनी टायनी द्यायची आहेत. उत्तरं बरोबर आली तर खूप मोठे मोठे बिग मार्क्स, आणि उत्तर चुकीची आली थोडीशी तरी टिनी टायनी मार्क्स. ओके. थँक्यू.